May I call MP Sheikh Ibrahim Ali to lead us the prayer.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. آمين يا رب العالمين. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. اللهم أصلح لنا ديننا الذي هو عصمة أمرنا وأصلح لنا دنيانا التي فيها معاشنا وأصلح لنا آخرتنا التي لا يموت دنيا الله. اللهم لا تجعل الدنيا أكبر همنا ولا مبلغ علمنا يا رحمن يا رحيم يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. صلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem and the Bangsamoro hymn.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, ewas ng sinakalan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyang ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa nagagang tutok sa simoy at sa langit ng pagaw, ay hinatang tulang awit sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nag-iindig, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magtitingin. Luma ng araw ng walang pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang inigaya ng bantay mga amin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo. Simula noon hanggang ngayon, isa ang naging layon. Magkaisa at magbuklod, kalitingan ay marugtong. Tumayo tayo mula sa hamon ng nakaraan, niyapos ang panganib na umanlang. Pinangako sa puso at paniniwala, ang ginhawa para sa kabataan. Bangsamoro ay tagumpay, bunga ng pawis, sugo at buhay. Kapayapaan, katarungan, ay atin ang nakamtan. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, pagpalain Bangsamoro. Bangsamoro, Bangsamoro, lagi kang mamahalin. Walang pipigil sa damdamin, mga pangako'y tutuparin. Habang buhay kami sa'yo'y magbabantay, mananatili sa puso't isipan. Ang kahapong humimlay na nagbuwis ng buhay, nasa piling na ng may kapal. Bangsamoro ay tagumpay, bunga ng pawis, sugo at buhay. Kapayapaan, katarungan, ay atin ang nakamtan. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah,
Majority Floor Leader. Yes, I'd like to call the General to make the roll call.
Roll call of the honorable members of the Bangsamoro Transition Authority Parliament. Abbas Ahmad, Abbas Harun, Abbas Basit, Abu Mujib, Alamia Laisa, Alaudin Mosber, Ali Ibrahim, Ali Lanang Jr., Ali Eli, Ambuluto Suharto, Amin Abdulaziz, Ampatuan Baintan, Anayatin Susana, Antaw Muhammad Kelly, Arnado Marian, Asnawi Dan, Babaw Ali Muntaha, Balindong Pangalian, Basman Anna Tarhata, Kandaw Bay Maleha,
Present po.
Nilanggalan Hasimi, Dumama Alba Shah Ilayhan, Ibrahim Ahod, Ismael Suharto, Estino Matarul, Gayak Abdullah, Gera Edward, Haji Abdullah Khalid, Hasim Abdullah, Hasan Hatimil,
Present.
Iqbal Muhagger, Ismail Rasul, Jajuri Raisa, Jakilan Muslimin, Sikiri Al-Bakil, Ahalan Dan Martin, Karon Faisal, Lim John Anthony, Long Benjamin, Long Don Mustafa, Lorena Jose, Makapaar Abdullah, Makasalong Marjani, Makatanong Amrosi, Maglangit Tarhata, Malik Hamid, Mantawil Baileng, Mastura Eshak, Matalam Japar Apollo Mikael, Mawalil Amil Bahar, Mendoza Proylin, Mitimbang Michael, Mitimbang Tawakal, Miswari Abdul Karim, Miswari Nur Reda, Mitmog Rasol Jr., Munoz Hussein, Oranon Suwaib, Pakasam Ubayda, Pak Abdul Wahab, Pangandaman Nabila Margarita, Parcasio Randolph, Tiang Ramon Sr.,
Present.
Ramos Salendab Said, Salik Ali, Sangki Ali, Sema Omar Yasser, Sema Romeo, Sheikh Said, Silungan Aida, Sinulinding Kadil Jr., Sulaiman Ali, Tago Paisalin,
Present.
Usman Asfar, Utto Basir, Uy Oyod Siti Fahani, Yaqub Muhammad.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Mr. Speaker, on the basis of the roll call and with 40 members of the Parliament physically responded to the call and 6 responded via Zoom, we have a total of 46 members of the Parliament present in today's session. Mr. Speaker, we further certify the presence of. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
With the declaration of the Secretary General, the President of the quorum, the Chair would like to continue and proceed with the session.
Thank you.
Majority Floor Leader, please.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon to the presiding officer, fellow members of the Parliament. Mr. Speaker, before we go to the order of business proper, I would like to move to amend the same to include committee report number 21 entitled A Resolution Urging the National Mapping and Resource Information Authority or NAMRIA to finalize the delineation and demarcation of Bangsamoro municipal and regional waters and zones of joint cooperation in the Sulu Sea and Moro Gulf. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
With the motion of the floor leader to dispense with the reading of the previous journal and move for its approval. And then the chair will say right.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Previous session, yes. So we will dispense the reading of the previous journal and approve the motion of the floor leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for approving the inclusion of committee report number 21. Now, Mr. Speaker, I move to approve the journal of the previous session, Mr. Speaker, subject to style, Mr. Speaker.
Secretariat, please read the title and rules and its authors and co-authors.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. May we request the Secretary General to please read the BTA bill, Parliament Bill number 202, 203, 204, 205, and 206, together with the title, the author, and the co-authors, Mr. Speaker.
Secretariat, please read the title of the bills and its author and co-authors.
BTA Parliament Bill number 202 entitled An Act Providing for Recognition and Incentives to Bangsamoro Top-Notchers, Sports Achievers, and Other Exceptional Individuals, and providing funds therefore. Authors, members of the Parliament, Jamila Ramos, Lanang Ali Jr., Amel Bahar Mawalil, Bainta ng Batuan, Eddie Ali, Michael Mitimbang, Ali Sangki, and Suharto Ambuludto. Co-authors, members of the Parliament, Ali Sulaiman, Royle Mendoza, Khalid Haji Abdawa, Tarhata Maglangit, Kadel Sinulindig Jr., Basir Utu, Randolph Percasio, Tawakal Mitimbang, Japar Apollo Mikael Matalam, Marjane Makasalong, Don Mustafa Loong, Ahmad Abbas, Mujib Abu, Basit Abbas, and Nabila Margarita Pangandaman. BTA Parliament Bill number 203 entitled An Act Establishing Peace and Culture Centers in Other Bangsamoro Communities and Appropriating Funds therefore. Authors, members of the Parliament, Jamila Ramos, Lanang Ali Jr., Randolph Percasio, Amil Bahar Mawalil, Bainta ng Batuan, Eddie Ali, Michael Mitimbang, Ali Sangki, and Suharto Ambuludto. Co-authors, members of the Parliament, Eshak Mastura, Rasol Mitmog Jr., Dan Asnawi, Ali Sulaiman, Royle Mendoza, Khalid Haji Abdawa, Tarhata Maglangit, Basir Uto, Tawakal Mitimbang, Japar Apollo Mikael Matalam, Don Mustafa Loong, Ahmad Abbas, Muhammad Kelly Antaw, Basit Abbas, and Nabila Margarita Pangandaman. BTA Parliament Bill number 204 entitled An Act Providing for Protection, Preservation, Conservation, and Promotion of Cultural Heritage in the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region, strengthening the Bangsamoro Commission for the Preservation of Cultural Heritage, establishing the Bangsamoro Cultural Heritage Program, and appropriating funds therefore. Authors, members of the Parliament, Jamila Ramos, Lanang Ali Jr., Amel Bahar Mawalil, Baintan ng Batuan, Eddie Ali, Michael Mitimbang, Ali Sangki, and Suharto Ambuludto. Co-authors, members of the Parliament, Ali Sulaiman, Royle Mendoza, Khalid Haji Abdawa, Tarhata Maglangit, Kadil Sinulindig Jr., Basir Uto, Randolph Percasio, Tawakal Mitimbang, Japar Apollo Mikael Matalam, Don Mustafa Loong, Ahmad Abbas, Muhammad Kelly Antaw, Basit Abbas, and Nabila Margarita Pangandaman. BTA Parliament Bill number 205 entitled An Act Providing for Social Justice Measures and Assistance Programs to Other Bangsamoro Communities and appropriating funds therefore. Authors, members of Parliament, Jamila Ramos, Lanang Ali Jr., Randolph Percasio, Amil Bahar Mawalil, Baintan ng Batuan, Eddie Ali, Michael Mitimbang, Ali Sangki, and Suharto Ambuludto. Co-authors, members of the Parliament, Eshak Mastura, Asol Mitmug Jr., Dan Asnawi, Ali Sulaiman, Royle Mendoza, Khalid Haji Abdawa, Tarhata Maglangit, Kadil Sinulini Jr., Basir Utto, Tawakal Mitimbang, Japar Apollo Mikael Matalam, Don Mustafa Loong, Ahmad Abbas, Muhammad Kelly Antaw, Mujib Abu, Basit Abbas, and Nabila Margarita Pangandaman. BTA Parliament Bill number 206 entitled An Act Providing for the Maintenance of Local Roads in the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao and providing and for other purposes. Author, Member of the Parliament, Don Mustafa Loong. Co-authors, Members of the Parliament, Liza Lamia, Benjamin Loong, Mahinta Nambatuan, Rasul Mito Jr., Amil Bahar Mawalin, Suharto Ambuluto, Rasul Ismail, John Abilim, Japar Apollo Mikael Matalam, Michael Mitimbang, Hatimil Hasan, Tawakal Mitimbang, Al-Bakil Jikiri, Abdulaziz Aminoden, Dan Asnawi, Muhammad Kelly Antaw, Abdul Wahab Pak, Ishaq Mastura, Nabila Margarita Pangandaman, and Del Martin Kahalan.
Mr. Speaker, all of these are private member bills. So we invite all members of the Parliament, if they wish to be co-authors of the bills, to please fill in the forms that have been provided to them and submit the same to the Secretariat, Mr. Speaker. Now we move on to resolutions, Mr. Speaker. First is proposed resolution number 271, but in light of the unavailability of the principal author, Deputy Speaker Abdul Karim Miswari, I move to defer this and move it to an unfinished business for Thursday, Mr. Speaker. I so move.
May I move for 1 minute suspension?
Session resume. There is a move to defer resolution number 271 for the inability of the principal author. It is duly seconded. The said motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Next is proposed resolution number 283. May we request the Secretary General to please read the title, the authors, and the authors.
The Secretariat is so directed to read proposed resolution number 283, including the authors and co-authors.
Proposed resolution number 283 entitled, A Resolution Urging the Parliament and all ministries, offices and agencies of the regional government to immediately implement and strictly follow Memorandum Order number 285 series of 2019 issued by Chief Minister Ahod B. Ibrahim banning single use of plastics in the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao Bar. Authors, members of the Parliament, Marian Arnado, Shailay Hadumama Albang, Eddie Ali, Mohagir Iqbal, Tawakal Mitimbang, Mosber Alaudin Amrosi Makatanong, Baileng Mantawil, Raisa Jajuri, Obaida Pakasam, Mujib Abu, Suharto Ismail, Marjani Makasalong, Matarul Istino, Aida Silongan, Norreda Miswari.
Mr. Speaker, I move to treat proposed resolution 283 as a simple resolution, Mr. Speaker.
There is a move to treat simple resolution, proposed resolution number 283. Is duly seconded. There being no objection, the said motion is approved.
May we recognize the principal author of the proposed resolution, Mr. Speaker, Member of the Parliament, Mary Ann Arnado.
Member of the Parliament, MP Attorney Marian Arnado is recognized.
Honorable Speaker, Attorney Pangalian Balindong, and Chief Minister Ahod B. Ibrahim, and our presiding chair, Attorney Lanang Ali Jr., and our floor leader, to my fellow colleagues and esteemed members of this august body, distinguished guests in attendance, as well as the dedicated staff and personnel present, Assalamualaikum. Today we gather here to address a pressing issue that demands our immediate action and attention. It is with grave great concern for our environment and for the welfare of our Bangsamoro people that with utmost urgency, we propose this resolution urging the Parliament and all ministries, offices, and agencies of the regional government to implement and strictly follow Memorandum Order Number 285, Series of 2019, issued by the Chief Minister Ahud B. Ibrahim, banning single use of plastics in the barn. The evidence is overwhelming and clear. The Philippines is notoriously tagged as one of the top countries with high incidence of plastic waste and land-based plastic pollution thrown into the ocean. The Philippines is considered as the largest contributor of plastic waste worldwide, contributing an estimated of 0.71 million metric tons of plastic every year to the ocean. Statistics indicate that the Philippines alone contributed an estimated 356,371 metric tons of plastic waste. This waste ends up in our ocean each year, causing irreversible damage to marine ecosystems and endangering countless species. The repercussions of the crisis extend beyond our shorelines and penetrate deep into our ecosystems, as microplastics infiltrate the food chain and ultimately find their way into our bodies. Single-use plastics leaking to the environment can impose severe dangers to the wildlife, particularly marine organisms, which ingest and get entangled with various plastic waste found in the ocean, causing external and internal injuries and blockages into their digestive tracts and airways, eventually causing their death. Chief Minister Ahud B. Ibrahim recognized this problem, and in direct response to it, he issued Memorandum Order 285, dated June 17, 2019, calling for the adoption of a ban on single-use plastic policy in all offices of the BARM. Unfortunately, more than 3 years since the issuance of the said memorandum, it is readily observable that plastics are still proliferating in every nook and corner of the Bangsamoro Government Center and even in this very hall of the Parliament. Despite the issuance of this memorandum, bottled mineral water, plastic bags, straws, cups, plates, spoons, forks, styrofoams, and plastic containers are consistently utilized and provided during meetings, functions, and seminars in the BGC in open and direct violation of the ban on single use of plastics policy. It is likewise noticeable that compliance of concerned BARM employees and officers of the said memorandum by utilizing reusable drinking containers, tumblers, mugs, and or biodegradable food packs is virtually nil. Memorandum Order 285 also requires food concessionaires and caterers serving and providing for the meals, snacks during meetings, functions, and seminars in the BARM to use containers made of paper, plant-based wrappers, or reusable containers. However, it is visible to the naked eye that there is much to be desired in terms of compliance of this policy. Many countries and regions have already taken bold steps toward eliminating single-use plastics, signaling the urgency and importance of this issue. By joining this global movement, we position ourselves as responsible stewards of our environment and contribute to a sustainable future for generations to come. In conclusion, the resolution before us today is not simply a call to action. It is a critical step towards safeguarding our environment, protecting our wildlife, and preserving the health and well-being of our communities. The ban on single-use plastics is a necessary measure that aligns with our value of moral governance, support our economy, and demonstrate our commitment to sustainable practices. Ladies and gentlemen, it is crucial to emphasize that we have a great role in molding our society to value and actively participate in reducing plastic waste. The Parliament should be the one to take this first step. We should be the one to start this momentum to address this crisis that pervades our community. Let us unite in this endeavor and let us be the change that we want to see in our world. Thank you very much.
Mr. Speaker, I move to open the period of interpellation.
The period of interpellation and debate is open.
Mr. Speaker, let us recognize MP Ambulodto to be followed by MP Ampatuan.
The gentleman from Datu Udin Singswat, MP Attorney Suarez Ambulodto is recognized. And Kabuntalan. And Sultan Kudarat. Cotabato City. You may proceed na.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Madam Floor Leader. We do support the Memorandum Circular of the Chief Minister number 285 series of 2019. Meron lang po akong mga konti pong katanungan para lang maklarify po. Bakit po umabot tayo sa kailangan po? Why do we need to pass a resolution? So simply for the resolution, for the direction of our Chief Minister to be strictly followed and immediately implemented. Una, sino po ba yung hindi? Who are those people or sectors in our society that appears to be refusing to strictly follow the guidance of our Chief Minister?
Mr. Speaker, thank you for your support to this particular resolution. And I think it is not really a question of open defiance to this rule. I think there is just a need to remind. It's just a gentle